Hey everyone, Jeremy here at RC Collaborative. Today we're going to talk about the differences between the Arrma Kraton, the Notorious, and the Talion, and the Outcast, and try to help you figure out which one you want to buy.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come along and see it's true, but the world is pretty cold, you might need a sweater too.
So, I'm on the Arrma forums, and I'm on Facebook, a few different groups, and I see the question come up almost every day: which car should I buy? Should I buy the Talion? Should I buy the Kraton? Or the Notorious or the Outcast? Before the question was always, should I get the Notorious or the Outcast or the Kraton? And then the Notorious came out and kind of replaced the Outcast in ways. And now the question is, should I get the Notorious or the Kraton, or do I get the Talion or the Kraton? And the Kraton's usually always in the mix. So all these vehicles are basically, they have the same powertrain, they have the same ESC, they're 6S, they have the same motor, so they're all in the same that way. And to break it down easily to you, what really makes them different is like the wheelbase and the ride height and the size of the vehicle. So the Notorious and the Outcast are pretty much the exact same vehicle. Main difference is the body. The Notorious has a new body that is supposed to look cooler. That's all preference, but I want to break it down to basically the Notorious and the Outcast are shorter, and they still have the 6S power with the big backflip wheels. I'll talk about the wheels and tires in a minute, but with the shorter wheelbase, the car is going to do nothing but want to wheelie. It's going to have all that power, and it's just going to want to come up on you, and you can do wheelies all day long, super easy without using max power. You can do jumps and do flips in the air super easy because the wheelbase is so short. And another thing that helps it do that is it has the backflip MT tires, which are they're basically almost copies of Proline Badland tires. And they have a lot of mass to them, which allows it to do the flip. So when the tires spin, there's a lot of centrifugal force that is you can spin the vehicle multiple times in the air. Whereas the Kraton is a much longer full wheelbase. It's a longer truck, has the same power system, but what that means is you can apply more power before the vehicle is going to want to wheelie or flip over. Now, the Kraton is still capable of pulling flips and wheelies and doing all sorts of stuff like that. It's just not going to do it as easily or on command. I mean, you can still do it on command. You can go take your Kraton out there and be going from a dead stop and hit the gas, and you can pretty much do a backflip right there on the street. But the difference is you can go faster and have more high-speed control of the vehicle than you would the Notorious or Outcast. If you wanted to just say you just wanted to go hit top speed and see as fast as you can go, it's going to be easier to do that in the Kraton, and it's going to handle it better. It's got the bigger wheelbase. It's lower. It's not set up like the Outcast and the Notorious is. It's going to want to allow you to go faster like that, and it's got different tires. The tires aren't as massy per se, and they don't cause the backflipping and the wheelies as easily. Now, if you were to switch the tires onto the Kraton and you put Badland tires on it, then it's going to want to wheelie pretty easly, and you're going to have a lot more spin control in the air and that kind of stuff. The tires make a big difference. But the major difference, I mean, you can put the same tires on both the Outcast, Notorious, and the Kraton, or any of them. They're all the same. But the difference is the wheelbase on the Kraton is bigger. So if you ever plan on, you just want to go fast and still have the ability to do some stunts and go into more rough terrain, then the Kraton is going to be a better option for you than the Notorious or the Outcast. Now, let's talk about the Talion. The Talion it's a bigger chassis than the Notorious and the Outcast. I don't remember if it's exactly as big as the Kraton. I want to say it's similar as far as the frame. But I know that the A-arms are shorter. It's got a different wheelbase, but it's lower to the ground. It's got smaller wheels. So again, 6S power, same ESC, same power system. But the difference with the Talion is it's meant to go fast. So if you look at the advertised speeds, the Notorious and the Kraton are 60 miles an hour, and the Talion jumps up to like 70. And a lot of that has to do with the smaller profile in the car. It's lower to the ground. It's got more of a race car kind of look to it. Just different geometry on it, and the tires are smaller, and it's got higher gearing. Or at least, I don't know if the overall gearing is higher on it. It must be to go faster. But the whole point of this vehicle is to go fast. Now, if you want to compare the Kraton to the Talion's going to go faster, but where it's going to suffer is going off-road. If you're going through grass or anything really rough, you're going to miss the big tire that the Kraton has, or the Outcast and Notorious has the bigger tire, and it's going to allow you to go into deeper territory and do more stuff like that. So there's the trade-off. Talion's faster, but you're going to be kind of stuck to the road or really smooth surfaces or smooth dirt areas. If you get into anything too rough, it's not going to handle it as well as the Kraton or the Outcast because of the tires and the stance of it overall. Now, I'm going to tell you, the Kraton is plenty fast, right? Very fast, especially for bashing. And not to mention, it's fast just on the stock pinion. It comes with a bigger pinion to put in it to go even faster to reach the 60 miles an hour. But I don't really feel it's necessary, especially with, the way the vehicle is. It's not really set up to handle the top speed. If you watch any of the videos on YouTube of people trying to do speed runs with like a Kraton or a big vehicle like that, I don't think they have a hard time reaching the top speed, because by the time you're going that fast, it's hard to control the vehicle. Where the Talion will do a better job because, like I said, it's built more for speed, but it's going to require more smooth surface. So these are kind of just the way I'd like to break it down. Those are the big differences. You got the tires, you got the ride height, you got the wheelbases, and that makes the vehicle handle completely different. And you can go. I just really wanted to compare those vehicles because they have the same kind of similar. I just want to say they're the highly compared vehicles. I feel like a lot of people that are asking questions about them are comparing one of the two, the Notorious or the Kraton or the Talion. It's either the Talion to the Kraton or the Outcast or Notorious to the Kraton, and those are kind of the comparisons that I see. Then they have the other vehicles. They have the Senton. The Senton is a completely different animal. It's like a short course truck. So it's got smaller short course tires on it. It's a different wheelbase. It's set up completely differently. You can't even really compare it to any of the other vehicles. It has the same power system. They have the 6S, and of course, some of these vehicles now have 3S options. But I don't even want to. We're not even talking about that right now. We're talking about everything 6S. So you have the Senton 6S, and I'm not really sure what the appeal is with short course trucks, and I don't really see people compare them. But that's what it is. The Senton's a short course truck, so just look that up. And then they have the Typhon. The Typhon is it's a little speed demon race buggy. It's much smaller than the rest of them, and that almost seems like something you could take possibly to the track. Something you can have a lot of fun with, and it's going to go quick. Really, I haven't had a lot of experience with that, so I don't really want to get into the deep details, but the Typhon is really small compared to the Talion or the Kraton or the Outcast, so it's not even really in the same category. But I do know they have a 6S Typhon and it hauls tail. That's all I can really tell you about it. I think I see a lot of people use them for speed runs. So those are a really fun vehicle as well. So I hope this information kind of cleared up some differences between those main vehicles and help you make a decision on why you would buy one or the other. I personally I chose the Kraton because it's kind of the best of all worlds. It's fast, has the higher ride height, the big tires, and I can still go fast without worrying about the wheelies so much. You know, I feel like if you have a Notorious or an Outcast and you just wanted to go fast, I think you would have trouble. You wouldn't be able to punch as hard without the front end coming up. You'd have to go slow and gradually, and by the time you do that, you run out of space. There's not an infinite distance you can go. So I feel like the Kraton was the best option to stay in the rough terrain, go fast without losing control. But if I wanted to, I still had the liftability and the control and the flippability and that kind of stuff. But if you just want backflips and wheelies all day long, then you need a Notorious or an Outcast. If you want the in-between, go with the Kraton. If you want to just go fast all the time, then the Talion is going to be your better bet. So that's how I break it down. If you have any questions, put your comments below and let me know if this helped you. Alright guys, have a good day. Thanks for watching. Thank you so much for watching my videos and supporting me. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and most importantly, comment below. Please let me know if the videos helped you, what you would like to see in the next videos, and if there's anything we can do to make the quality of the videos better for you, that would be great. If you're a vendor and you'd like to send me something to review, a product review, or would like to sponsor me for racing, my email is just down here. Send me an email, we'll work it out. Other than that, collab on, guys.